What is up, everybody? To whoever's here today, and it seems that the PS5 new disk drive attachment requires an internet connection to install this disk drive accessory to your PS5. This new diskless PS5 model. So, the internet has been gone in a frenzy over this information, and I'm kind of like confused by this. I kind of don't really understand why it is an all digital console. Like, you can only play games by downloading them, so you need the internet to begin with. But people are angry that you need the internet connection to install this attachment. Which, don't get me wrong, like this type of message right here: internet connection required to pair disk drive and PS5 console upon setup. Account for PlayStation Network. And this message that pops up is kind of crazy, but it is an all digital console. Like, you should expect that. Like, you need internet to download the games to begin with. So if you need the internet to attach this device, I mean, I guess, but that is kind of weird. Like, you need the internet to attach a physical thing to it. Like, that's kind of crazy. So and we know this is only because they don't want third-party companies to make the same disk drive to attach to your PS5. Sony doesn't want any money going to these different third-party companies' pockets. The same thing they did with the Vita with that proprietary memory card nonsense. The same thing they're doing with this one, but just with a disk drive, so they can't have any competition. But still, it is kind of crazy. But in the second, and also, so I'm definitely mixed thoughts about this, because you also need the internet to download these games. So I don't see this as a big deal, but I do kind of see it as a big deal. Like, it's just proprietary BS right here. But I don't know. So those are my thoughts. I'm kind of mixed on the subject about this whole situation, but at the end of the day, I don't care about all digital consoles, to be honest. As long as I prefer to have my movies, physical media for movies. Games, it depends, 50-50 for me. For games, I can have it either way, whichever is cheaper. But for movies, I want to have that physical. So I was like, so I'm always going to buy the physical console regardless, the physical disc drive regardless of whatever console they make from either company. But I'm gonna read people's replies about this, because people are not happy about this requirement from Sony. I think this has always been the case, right? I believe even the PS4 had something that prevented you from just installing any drive in the system. It's a digital console. Didn't we expect that? Yeah, but I don't know. People are really angry about this. Companies making things unnecessarily complicated. I just laugh like the guy in Cape Fear. There's always a catch, lol, that's wild. Which, another thing too, is that if you are an all digital consumer, major amount of being digital anyway, then why would you care about having a physical drive? I guess if you just, I don't know, why would you want a physical drive anyway? Unless you just decide you just want to play games physical at one point, but then why not just buy the physical systems? So I don't know the mind of a digital consumer. Like, why would you want the disc drive anyway? I'm not really sure why, but whatever. It's not something I really got to think about, because I can just get the physical versions of these consoles anyway. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave this to you guys in the comments to try to think this out. I don't know. So this is a diskless PS5. You only buy this if you are going digital. And then if you want to attach a hard drive and use the internet for a console that already only ran on internet, this seems like a non-story. Wait, so the disk drive needs to be paired with a console? Does this mean it can only be associated with one system at a time? The same way Sony handles USB hard drives and expandable storage. Companies nowadays can never release hardware without needing a day one update. I thought it was just limited to games, but Sony said to hold their beer. Major L. So people are not happy about this situation. And some people are saying that, hey, it's just a non-issue. Like, you need the internet anyway. So, I don't know. You chime in down below on which side you're taking here, because I don't really get it here. But then again, this console is not for me anyway, because I don't care about digital stuff. Digital only consoles anyway, so. The future of gaming is looking brighter every day. So this is definitely sarcasm with that face right there. The real question is, once it's paired, can you pair it with another PS5 Slim in case something happens to the original PS5 it was paired to? That sounds super confusing. Which, the whole internet connection shouldn't be a thing anyway, because it's like you gotta do all this pairing unless you, I don't know. It seems confusing. It would make sense if the update were to happen after buying the drive separately for that digital model, But having to update the model with the disk drive included, that is ridiculous. That model should already have the update pre-installed. What the F? Is this so you can't take the disk drive with you and use it on other systems? Who knows? Probably to prevent third-party disk drives from pairing and maybe a prevention of piracy or something. Most likely that's the reason why. There's only a one-time thing, then that's fine. Oh, perfect. Hardware DRM. That's just what we needed. A lot of people really hate DRM, especially from like the PC perspective, because they deal with it probably the most, out of mostly more than consoles. They really have a thing against DRM. So I don't game on PCs, so I don't really know about that stuff like that. But I don't know. People really have a thing against DRM. I know that for sure. This is normal. It's to do with copyright and licenses and only happens during setup. Just why? Folks up in arms about this when the people who buy the disk drive are pairing it with a console that was digital only to begin with. That's kind of what I'm saying too. Like if you have a digital console, you're only down. You need the internet to begin with. So why is this an issue? So I don't know. Worst requirement ever. Unbelievable. How is this? It's a mixed bag in the comment section. People are saying that, hey, no crap, Sherlock, you need the internet to do this for a digital console. And people are saying they're just being Sony's being super egregious with the whole, you need the internet connection to do this. So there's definitely a mixed bag in the comment section. So I'm going to make this a short one because it's kind of people just repeating the same sentiments. I'm not really saying any new type of comments or new contributions to the discussion, but it's definitely a mixed opinion piece about here. So definitely want to see where you stand on this issue. Do you think it's a non-issue, people are just overblowing, or you think it is an actual issue that Sony requires you to have the internet for this attachment? Because it is kind of, once again, I'm not gonna lie, seeing this message for a physical attachment. What are you gonna see this message for adding a camera to your PS5 next, or adding a stand? Like, that is kind of crazy, but I don't know. Definitely want to see your comments down below about this. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.